Awareness is not a belief, it is a measurable phenomenon of energy and order. Every neuron in your brain generates tiny electrical currents that merge into magnetic waves, extending beyond the limits of your body. These signals are not random noise, they form structured patterns that interact with the environment around you. To be aware is to emit, to influence, to participate in the energetic conversation of existence. Physics shows that nothing in the universe exists independently. Everything vibrates within a single field of energy, a quantum field that connects every atom and every particle. This field is invisible, but it holds every potential outcome until something interacts with it. That interaction, awareness itself, is what turns possibility into reality. When you focus your attention, you are not only observing, you are influencing. Observation in the quantum sense is participation, a kind of selection among infinite probabilities. Each thought creates ripples in that field, like stones cast into still water. Awareness is the bridge through which energy becomes experience. Emotions add depth to this interaction. They are not abstract feelings, but energetic signatures that shape the frequency of your mind. A coherent state of emotion, like gratitude or love, aligns your energy field into harmony. That harmony amplifies your influence within the quantum field. The quantum field does not separate mind from matter. Instead, it suggests that matter is mind expressed in form. When awareness interacts with potential, energy organizes into geometry, vibration, and pattern. Reality begins as a waveform, and awareness decides what shape it will take. Every scientific observation points to one truth: the universe behaves differently when it is watched. The observer is not outside the equation, but within it. Awareness and existence are two sides of the same process, constantly creating each other. You are not apart from the field. You are the field observing itself. This is the science of awareness, the physics of consciousness, woven into every atom of the cosmos. When you understand that your mind is part of the equation of creation, life stops being accidental. Reality becomes a dialogue between focus and form, between energy and awareness. And in that dialogue, the universe speaks through you. Your brain is not an isolated organ. It is a resonant instrument that vibrates with the rhythm of the universe. Each neural impulse sends electromagnetic waves into the space around you, tiny but measurable signatures of thought and emotion. These waves are not confined to the skull. They extend outward and merge with the Earth's own magnetic field. Awareness is not trapped inside the brain. It is broadcast through it. When billions of neurons fire together, they create patterns known as brainwaves. Each frequency corresponds to a different state of consciousness. Beta for focus, alpha for calm flow, theta for deep imagination, and delta for the silence of connection. These are not metaphors. They are frequencies that can be measured, recorded, and tuned. Your brain's electromagnetic field overlaps with the field of the planet. That is why grounding in nature restores balance. You are literally synchronizing your personal field with the frequency of the Earth, aligning your energy with the global resonance that all life shares. The universe communicates through rhythm, and your brain is one of its instruments. Scientists have observed that the human heart produces an even stronger electromagnetic field than the brain. When both are in coherence, the body becomes a unified antenna, capable of sending clear signals into the quantum field. Coherence is not a state of perfection. It is harmony between awareness, emotion, and biology. It is physics translated into feeling. Your brainwave patterns change when you meditate, focus, or feel gratitude. This is not coincidence, it is resonance. When you hold a coherent state of mind, particles in the surrounding field begin to organize in response. The clearer your frequency, the faster reality mirrors it. Everything you think and feel carries information, and information is energy in motion. Awareness acts as a tuning mechanism, choosing which frequencies to amplify. In that way, your mind is not generating reality. It is selecting which version of it becomes visible. You are constantly tuning the field without realizing it. Your brain does not just interpret the world, it collaborates with it. Every wave of attention you release becomes part of the universal conversation between consciousness and energy. You are both the receiver and the signal, the vibration and the awareness of it. That is the true science of resonance. Intention is not just a thought, it is a signal encoded with energy and emotion. Every focused idea carries structure, a frequency pattern that interacts with the field around you. When you think with clarity, your brain emits an organized electromagnetic wave. When you feel deeply, that signal gains strength, transforming awareness into influence. In physics, coherence amplifies power. When two waves align, their amplitudes combine, creating a single, stronger pulse. The same happens when your thoughts and emotions move in harmony. You stop broadcasting noise and start transmitting a precise message into the quantum field. Intention is not about wanting, it is about aligning. You cannot influence reality from confusion, because incoherence weakens the signal. But when your mind becomes still, your focus sharpens like a laser, cutting through probability. That clarity bends potential into direction. Your emotional state defines the frequency of that signal. Gratitude, compassion, and love generate harmonic patterns that synchronize your heart and brain. Fear and doubt create distortion, scattering energy into random interference. The universe does not read your words, it responds to your vibration. Experiments in consciousness research show that directed focus can alter outcomes at a distance. This is not supernatural, it is energetic entrainment, the synchronization of fields through resonance. Your awareness becomes a tuning fork that pulls other systems into order. Reality shifts not by force, but by frequency. Every intention carries a signature in the quantum field, an energetic footprint that moves outward until it meets coherence. When multiple minds hold the same frequency, those ripples amplify exponentially. That is why collective focus can create measurable changes in probability. Intention, when shared, becomes structure. You are constantly shaping reality, not by command, but by participation. Awareness is the interface, emotion the current, and intention the design. To live consciously is to understand that every focused thought is architecture, building the unseen geometry of experience. That is the frequency of creation itself. Every signal you send into the field eventually returns to its source. Energy does not disappear, it reorganizes, carrying information back to where it began. This continuous exchange between you and the universe is not random. It is feedback, the mechanism through which awareness learns about itself. In quantum physics, feedback is not a metaphor. Particles interact with the environment and instantly adjust their state, creating self-correcting patterns. Reality is not fixed. It is constantly updating in response to what is being observed. You are part of that equation, influencing the code that builds existence. Every thought, every emotion, sends ripples into this universal matrix. When those waves meet resistance, they reflect back, shaped by coherence or distortion. The circumstances you experience are not punishment or reward, they are resonance patterns returning home. Life mirrors your inner state with mathematical precision. The field does not judge, it reflects. If your energy carries fear, you meet echoes of limitation. If your energy carries peace, you meet echoes of harmony. The feedback loop is how consciousness calibrates itself through experience. Every moment of awareness acts like an experiment. You send energy out through thought and emotion, and reality sends results back in the form of events, people, and synchronicities. The loop closes when you observe what returns and adjust your signal accordingly. That is how evolution happens in consciousness. When your inner frequency becomes coherent, the delay between thought and manifestation shortens. You begin to notice faster reflections, sharper synchronicities, smoother outcomes. The universe is not accelerating, you are becoming aligned with its rhythm. That rhythm is the heartbeat of creation. Awareness and reality are not two separate forces. They are partners in an infinite conversation. Each adjusts to the other in perfect balance. You send, the field responds, and together you co-create the next moment. That is the physics of awareness, the living feedback system of the universe. When awareness becomes coherent, energy begins to organize into form. Every emotion, every thought, creates a pattern in the field. When those patterns are chaotic, the world feels unstable and uncertain. But when inner alignment emerges, the geometry of reality starts to reveal itself. In physics, coherence means synchronization, a state where waves align to amplify each other instead of canceling out. This same law applies to consciousness. When your mind and heart vibrate in harmony, their frequencies merge into an organized structure of light and rhythm. That structure shapes the blueprint of your external experience. Patterns of coherence can be seen in nature everywhere. Snowflakes, seashells, galaxies, and even DNA follow mathematical geometry that emerges from stability. Your consciousness is not separate from these patterns, it operates by the same design. When your energy stabilizes, you join the architecture that holds creation together. Coherence transforms chaos into symmetry. It turns emotional turbulence into order and stillness. Your thoughts stop scattering and begin forming clear trajectories. Reality responds with precision because you have stopped sending mixed signals. The more coherent your state becomes, the less effort you need to influence outcomes. Energy follows alignment, not force. When awareness is steady, external events unfold naturally according to that internal rhythm. You are no longer reacting to life, you are co-directing it. Scientific instruments can detect this harmony. Heart rate variability, brainwave synchronization, and magnetic field coherence all increase when you are in alignment. The data shows that consciousness, emotion, and biology are not separate systems, but parts of one geometric whole. The science of coherence is the bridge between matter and mind. Coherence is not perfection, it is resonance with truth. It is the quiet state where awareness stops fighting with itself and becomes transparent to the universe. In that stillness, geometry becomes music, thought becomes vibration, and reality becomes art. That is the harmony behind creation. Consciousness is not produced by the brain, it is expressed through it. Like a wave passing through an instrument, awareness flows into matter and takes shape. Every living being is an antenna, tuning into the same field of infinite intelligence. You are not a fragment of the universe. You are the universe observing itself. This field exists beyond time and space. It connects all points instantly, the way a vibration moves through water without delay. Quantum entanglement is one scientific glimpse into this truth. What happens in one place can influence another without physical contact, because the field is one continuum. Your thoughts do not travel across distance. They resonate instantly through this unified field. When you think of someone and they suddenly reach out, that is not coincidence. It is resonance through connection. The field acts like a living web, transmitting emotion, memory, and information between all forms of awareness. It is the invisible nervous system of the cosmos. In meditation, you experience this unity directly. The boundaries between self and space begin to dissolve. You feel expansion, not because you are moving outward, but because awareness stops contracting inward. You merge back into the network that has always been you. The unified field is not mystical. It is measurable through coherence and energy interaction. The human body generates magnetic fields that can influence others nearby, showing that consciousness is not contained within the skin. Each signal interacts with the collective field, shaping the emotional climate of humanity itself. The physics of awareness is the physics of connection. When you act from love, your signal strengthens the field. When you act from fear, you weaken it. Your personal coherence contributes to or disturbs the harmony of the whole. Every heartbeat, every thought, is part of the same equation of existence. This is what ancient wisdom and modern science are both revealing, that all separation is illusion. There is only one consciousness expressing itself through countless perspectives. The moment you realize this, you stop asking how the universe works, because you remember that you are it. The observer and the observed are one. You are not separate from the field you are trying to influence. Every thought you project is already part of the system that builds reality. The moment you become aware of this, the illusion of control disappears, replaced by participation. You are not commanding energy. You are dancing with it. Creation does not happen through effort. It happens through alignment. When your awareness, emotion, and action move as one, the quantum field responds instantly. It is not about wanting something to happen, but about becoming the frequency of it. Reality reflects coherence, not desire. The conscious creator does not force change. They tune themselves. They refine the signal of thought until it becomes pure, silent, and precise. In that silence, matter begins to reorganize naturally, following the instruction of harmony. This is not magic. It is physics observed from the inside. Your attention is the architect of form. Where you place it, energy flows. If you focus on fear, you strengthen resistance. If you focus on balance, you strengthen order. Every reality begins as vibration. Before anything becomes visible, it exists as a field of probability, waiting for focus to collapse it into experience. You are constantly choosing which version of the universe becomes real through what you sustain in awareness. This is the creative responsibility of consciousness. When you act from awareness, your influence extends beyond personal life. You affect others, not by words, but by frequency. Your coherence becomes a stabilizing force in the collective field, inspiring order without effort. The more conscious you become, the more reality begins to flow instead of resist. The field is not something outside of you. It is the mirror of your own awareness. Every thought you think, every emotion you feel, shapes it in real time. To awaken as the conscious creator is not to manipulate the universe, but to remember that you are it. Awareness is the source, and you are its expression.